Mendoza's Easy Kitchen. Today I'm making mole. I'm making it out of chicken. You guys, it's so easy and so delicious. You are not gonna regret it, so stay tuned. Okay guys, first we're gonna start cooking our chicken. So our chicken, we're gonna cover it up with water. Here I have like 5 chicken legs and 2 breasts. And so let's turn the stove on. Okay, and to this I'm going to add a piece of garlic and a piece of onion. Okay, I'm also going to add a little bit of salt. Okay, now this is going to cook for about, I want to say 45 minutes to 50 minutes, almost an hour, depending on how much chicken it is. The word of the day is spices. So in Spanish you would say las especias. Okay, you guys, to do our mole, my version, we are going to need black pepper, a pinch of cumin, 2 pieces of garlic, a piece of onion. I'm gonna need a tablespoon of apple cider vinegar. I'm gonna need the chicken bouillon with the tomato flavor. I'm going to need 2 tablespoons of this, 3 chile de árboles. I need 3 chili pods. Remember, I use a New Mexico one. If you have the California one, you can use that one too, or the guajillo. It's whatever you guys have on hand, okay? And I'm going to need maseca. Now this is a flour that we use to make tortillas, and this is gonna thicken your mole. And so I'm gonna need maybe like a cup, and I'm also gonna need our licuadora. So let's get started. Let's wait for this pan to heat up, and we are going to like saute our chiles. Not fry, you guys, because if you overcook them, if you over fry them, they're going to taste bitter. So you just need a little bit. And your chile de árbol too. Oh my God, it already smells so good. This is gonna give your mole the flavor, what you're doing right now. See how it changes color? See, we're just sauteing them. Okay, this one's ready. Let's put it in my licuadora. Okay, these little chiles are ready. Oh, this big one is ready too. Oh, so let me turn this off. See, this is really quick, you guys. Mole is not hard to make, you guys. A lot of people think it's really hard, but it's not. You know, in Mexico, in different regions of Mexico, they have their own style making mole, but this is more of the traditional what I'm making. My mom is from Nayarit, and so this is her version, and of course I added different ingredients here or there. Okay, now that we have our chiles on our licuadora, we are going to add the 2 garlics, the piece of onion, the cumin that I told you guys that I was gonna need. I'm going to put some black pepper. I'm going to do the tablespoon of vinegar. And forgot to mention, you guys, that we're going to need the chicken stock from our chicken. You know, the chicken that we've been cooking. Okay, now the 2 tablespoons of the chicken bouillon, or even less, you guys, because remember our chicken stock has salt, so we got to be careful with that, because remember, we can always add, but if you overdo it, then it's gonna be hard for us to take it away if it's too salty. Okay, so here we go with our maseca. Okay, for now I'm just gonna leave it like that, then we'll see. Okay, let's start blending, you guys. I might need more chicken stock. And this was 3 cups, okay, of chicken stock. Okay, you guys, so far so good. So let's start making our mole. Okay, at this point, you start pouring it. Okay, we want the consistency of like gravy. See how thickened it is? See, it's almost like gravy, you guys. Now at this point, I think it needs a little bit more liquid, because when it cools down, it's gonna get thicker. So you can always add water. Or if you have, better yet, more chicken stock, you can add that. Okay, let me add more chicken stock. You see how it's breaking up, but don't worry, you guys. It's gonna come back together. That's why I'm telling you, always try to use, when you cook, a wooden spoon. Now, if it's not thick enough, you guys, if you put a little bit of flour, you know I didn't use all that flour. I still had some flour left over. But if you didn't put enough, like say for instance, you're making a bigger batch than me, you can always add a little bit more. Just add some chicken stock and put it in the blender with a little bit more of flour, and then just pour it in here. And you're gonna see that it's gonna thicken up more. But with me, I think this is good for me. You know, mole is not hard to do, you guys. Now, I went to Oaxaca like almost 3 years ago, and I just specifically went to eat the different moles that they had. Oh my god, I just fell in love with all the moles that they have. My favorite is the sweet mole. But like I tell you, it all depends on what region from Mexico you are, and they have their own style of mole. You see, I didn't use a lot of ingredients, but because my mom said, you know, back in the day where she's from a very small town, they didn't have a lot of resources, so they used what they had. And I mean, this mole tastes pretty good. It's the traditional one. And you can add more spices if you want. You can add more chile de árbol. But what I added to this batch is just perfect for us. See, it's more like a gravy. Now I'm just gonna bring it back to a boil. Starts bubbling up, and then you can start adding your chicken to this. Yeah, I think this is the thickness that I want. Because remember, when it cools down, it's gonna get thicker. Now when you store it in the refrigerator, when it comes out, maybe it's gonna look more like a gelatin texture, but don't worry about it. Just once it heats up, it's gonna go back to its normal stage. Now at this point, you guys, if you want, you can taste it and see how it tastes. This is the point where you can add more salt if you like. Pero yo creo que yo estoy bien. Let me see. Oh my God, perfect. I have a son, well, I have 4 sons, but one of my sons have been asking for me to make mole. This is his favorite dish. You know, all the kids have their own favorite dish. And I've been putting it off, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna surprise him today with some mole, you guys. He doesn't even know. Okay, you guys, at this point, since it's boiling, it's bubbling like this, you can start putting your chicken. Okay, at this point, you try to coat everything. And I already made my Spanish rice, so I'm set for today, you guys. So there you go. You guys, thank you so much for watching my channel. I'm ready to eat. I made some Spanish rice to go with my mole. I hope you guys make this. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and share my video. Thank you. See you next time.